Symes with the Sellwood Flower Company, and I'm going to talk a little bit about doing some holiday centerpieces, primarily in the Christmas theme or the December holidays. And I started off with making up a few arrangements ahead of time. It's sort of like a cooking show. You have to have the finished product ready to eat. But this is one of my favorite styles. It's very classic. And it's just 3 components really, very fragrant. And I was inspired with this arrangement by a holiday meal. So what we have here is maybe for a martini, you have the juniper. For the ham or the turkey, we have the rosemary, and maybe for the pepper on the mashed potatoes, we have the stalk. So this is a highly fragrant arrangement, super classic in color and style, really light and easy to put together, long lasting as well. So that was one that I made out. This would be the one that I would want at my house. Now, if you like a little bit more color or a more traditional, I have this beautiful piece it's a white and gold vase, and this features local flowers by like this red ilex, these roses from Peter Court Roses, Oregon Flower Farms, some magnolia, and some protea over here, and some myrtleberry over here. So lots of color and texture, a classic arrangement. Either of these would be on a side table or an entrance. You really wouldn't want them on your dining table because they'd be a little bit tall and you'd be kind of dodging in and out to talk to your friends and your family. So if you want a centerpiece that you could leave on the table for the meal, we would want to go with something that's more in this shape, what we call long and low. And I can make it splay out more if you want, or I can make it go up. For this particular arrangement, I'm going to kind of just keep it low and simple, and I'm going to use more classic colors. So without further ado, the first thing that we would do is select our greens, and I've kind of done that already. This is going to be a very simple arrangement with just 3 or 4 components. So this is what, it's a wood box basically, and it has a liner in it. It's one of our classic boxes that we use here at the Sellwood Flower Company. I've started out by adding some water, fresh clean water in a clean vase. That's really important when you're putting flower arrangements together. And then I'm just going to use some eucalyptus. Eucalyptus has a great fragrance, it's long lasting, it's easy to use, and I'm going to just do what we call greening up the vase. So I'll just move this one over a little bit so I have some extra room. Now this eucalyptus is local. You can hang it in your shower when you're done with the arrangement after the holidays, and it'll smell up your shower. It's great for filling up your kitchen with good fragrances. It's antibacterial. It's fabulous on your hands when you're working. So I'm going to work pretty quickly here so I can get this done. Not bore you all with greening. One of the things that we do when we're putting the floral arrangement together and doing the greening is we're crossing the stems like this, and that's creating a stem structure which allows us to make arrangements without having to use any extra products like floral foam or wire. And then this will be able to be transported. All the stems are crossing over. And that way, when I stick a flower in there in a few minutes, the stems will also support the structure of the flower. So the next thing I'm going to do after I've got all these eucalyptus, and I put some eucalyptus seeds in here as well, I'm going to add some lovely fragrant juniper. And this is just to add not only fragrance, but it will help fill out the arrangement a little bit, and it will provide some texture. So after I add my juniper, I'm going to add some Peter Court Roses. This is a local rose company. They're just fabulous. And this is quite a popular rose. It's called a piano rose. It's a garden style, and if you want to have a look at that, it's just beautiful. It opens up with so many petals. And grown right here in Oregon. And that's one of the amazing things about being a floral designer in Portland and in Oregon is we just have an abundance of local growers who provide fresh, gorgeous flowers all year round, really. I mean, We don't get maybe the spring pastels all year like they do in California, but we get some pretty amazing stuff here. So I'm just going to add some of these roses, and as you can see, I'm just putting together this very classic look. And boy, when you have flowers like this, you really don't need a lot more because the flowers speak for themselves. I'm cutting the thorns off, and I'm cutting the roses at an angle so that they'll be able to drink water once they're in the arrangement. And just for fun, I'm going to add some white tulips. Might be growing and dangling over a little bit, which is quite okay. It can look nice. And as you can see, we're just about finished up here. Voila. Now I would finish this off with a bow, maybe some more roses, but you get the idea.